All right, so good day to all our fellow startups, techpreneurs, agencies, sponsors, and to all our viewers. I am privileged to extend your warm welcome to all present here today for Philippine Startup Week, the country's largest startup conference organized by government agencies and the local startup ecosystem. Built for startups, scale ups, entrepreneurs, investors, tech enthusiasts, and everyone in between. I am Melissa Gregorio, your host for today, and I'm very excited to introduce to you all AutoServed. AutoServed, a car ownership and maintenance e-commerce app that uses machine learning to help car owners and auto repair shops avoid car breakdowns and surprises. Founded by co-founders Mark Sabarola and Vin Abalos in 2019, right out of Founder Institute, a Silicon Valley startup accelerator program. It was also part of Fin Cohort 2021 at Asian Institute of Management Dado Banato Incubator. So, for today, our founders and panelists will tell you more about this service and how Filipino-developed AI helps prevent car breakdowns together with Esquelabs. Let's hear more AutoServe and we will change how we see the auto service industry. All right, so together with us joining here today, I will hand you over to the co-founder and COO with almost 10 years of experience in business development and management. Let's all welcome Kevin Abalos.
Oh, hi, I'm Kevin. I'm the COO and co-founder of AutoServed. A lot of people don't bother learning the proper procedures of car maintenance, either because they're too busy or they're not passionate about cars. Just like a lot of you, when I was first starting out driving, I just made sure to bring it to dealership every 5,000 kilometers, 30,000 kilometers or so. Now, we developed AutoServe because we want to keep this from happening, from missing your car maintenance schedule. In our app, you can create a car profile pretty much like a Facebook account for your car with the basic information readily available, such as your car's make, model, year, date of purchase, existing mileage. Our app will be able to tell you when our next maintenance is due, and it can keep on nagging you to show up to your scheduled maintenance. When you use our app for quotations, we will only show shops that we have properly vetted to ensure quality and the capability of delivering service, thus giving you that peace of mind and the options. And thanks to the power of artificial intelligence, our app is equipped with a predictive algorithm that predicts what and when is your next breakdown will most likely occur, taking into account, like I mentioned previously, the mileage, the year, the model, the frequency of use, etc. And we harness this technology with our platform so that truly you will encounter no more car surprises. So miss your car next maintenance no more, and avoid your next car breakdown. When you download and register AutoServe, currently in Google Play, check it out. The best part is it's free. Again, thank you. This is Kevin from AutoServe. Now, I would like to turn you over to Mark Saberola, our CEO, and tell you more about another important product, the Auto Repair Shop Management System.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. And to further enlighten us with AutoServe is all about, let's welcome the co-founder who is an automotive industry professional with extensive experience working for Ford, Value Plus, a consultant for an auto aftermarket company, established the company Sabre, and now led him to be the CEO and founder of AutoServe. Let's all welcome Mark Sabarola.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark, And I have been working in the automotive industry for nearly 2 decades, and car ownership and maintenance is close to my heart. See, with all the advancement and technology in vehicles and its maintenance and repairs, especially, many of the talier and casas where we bring in our vehicles for servicing could use some tools the technology bring to improve their businesses. Take, for example, customer acquisition. It is one of the challenges of many small and medium businesses. And this is one of the things that AutoServe would like to enable the car repair shops on. Many car repair shops owner would rather work on fixing vehicles, no, than in marketing. And so keeping track of customers and their transactions is also another opportunity in retaining customers. Now, thanks to our auto repair shop management system, we aim to make these challenges things of the past. With the AutoServe app that Kevin talked about, connecting to car owners or the customers becomes seamless and contactless as it automatically sends those car data to the shop management system when a car owner books a service. Marketing to said customers become much easier because they are already in one ecosystem in the AutoServe platform. Sending job quotations and upselling work are also done via text or email that makes it truly contactless. And with both car owners and car repair shops having access to a shared repair history, customer retention becomes inevitable. But I think the most groundbreaking feature and the one that we are most proud about at AutoServe is the artificial intelligence component that we have integrated initially at the shop management system. Our funnel will talk about more of it shortly, but what it does is of huge help to small and big car repair shops alike. Soon, when a car owner books a service, this AI will notify the car owner of the potential upcoming breakdown of parts and components of her car. It will recommend what needs to be done on the vehicle given its current mileage. Car owners can then start asking for pricing from different shops for said upcoming repairs and prepare for it with the aim of avoiding a breakdown altogether, eliminating the risk of untoward accidents from happening. Now, this predictive algorithm helps auto repair shop points to specific areas and components to check every time a car comes in the workshop. With all the data accumulated by the shops in the platform, a recommending engine comes out with a list of potential repairs that a vehicle needs, making the jobs of the shops and their technicians easier as it already points them where to look at in terms of troubleshooting. It is also proudly Filipino-developed and currently patent pending. So if you're an auto repair shop owner or a manager and are interested to take the system to a test drive, scan this QR code on your screen right now and be part of the select group of shops currently beta testing it. Again, my name is Mark. I thank you for all the time, and I'll turn you over now back to Mel.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. That was very indeed insightful. And I know there are sure be a lot of intriguing questions for our co-founders and panelists. But before that, again, I would like to invite you that AutoServe is now available to download for free on Google Play. You again may feel free to scan that on to your mobile phone to download it now. You may also follow AutoServe for more updates on their social media pages. Okay, so to give you guys more of a brief overview of what advanced technology is behind AutoServe, artificial intelligence was used. Developed by the AutoServe team of data science fellows, they were able to design a recommended app that can repair recommendations even for cars that are either relatively new or those have no service history through the AutoServe app. Developed in partnership with Esqualabs. Esqualabs is an online data upskilling school in the Philippines with the mission of driving social mobility in the future of work through data skills collection. Founded in Singapore in 2019, Esqualabs was launched out of the Antler Incubator with investments from Zalora co-founder Magnus Grimland. Esqualabs is awarded by the Asian Development Bank as a winning solution for the digital skills for today's workforce challenge. Today, we are joined by one of our panelists, the co founder and chief technology officer of Esqualabs, with over 10 years of full stack experience, and award winning data journalist at the New Zealand Herald, Caleb Tutty. Joining with Caleb Tutty, we have Patrick Nugid, Previously worked as a microwave engineer at Huawei Technologies Philippines, now working full-time as a data engineer at Country Funders Finance Corporation, and previously worked as a part-time data science mentor at Escolabs. And to complete our panelists for today, we have John Marion Grefaldo, solutions architect with over 12 years of experience in digital tech. He is skilled at developing solutions for desktop, web application, and hybrid mobile apps with a deep technical understanding and expertise of XR, cloud computing, IoT, AI, and other high-level information programs. All right, so welcome panelists and our co-founders. I am very excited and I am sure there are a lot of intriguing questions that need to be asked. Okay, so our first question goes to Mark, but if any given topic, feel free to raise your hand so that I may call you if you want something to add to it. All right, so Mark, what was the problem AutoServe was trying to solve?
Hi, Mel. Hi, everyone. And thank you all for joining us today. At AutoServe, we just want every car owner have enjoyable experiences while they are in possession of their trusted vehicles. See, the average Filipino household keeps our vehicles for 10 to 15 years before we give it away, trade it in, or replace it altogether. And assuming that the factory warranty is around 3 to 5 years, depending on your brand, where during those times you stick with your car dealers for servicing. So you have that 10 to 12 years of car ownership after the warranty, where you jump from one shop to another for your maintenance and repair, which is a lot of hassle and quite confusing, really. Especially if the only thing you know about your car is to use it. So AutoServe aims to make your ownership and maintenance experience a pleasant one. Why? 66% of car drivers suspect that they are being ripped off by their mechanics. And a lot of this mistrust is brought about by misunderstanding. So we want to bridge that gap between car owners and their garages and usher in the transparency, honesty, competency, and value for money that everybody aims for.
All right, thank you, Mark. That was indeed a very big percent, am I right? And really want that trust and honesty. So going back to that, let's ask Caleb, what is the data science process like?
Thanks, Melissa. Like data science is primarily experimentation, an iterative process of trial and error. And the data science process starts with exploratory analysis, using statistical techniques to look for signals which might help form intuitions. Then after building machine learning models, the process loops around to explore those results and determine ways to improve on accuracy. In some senses, as a data scientist, you are kind of like a mechanic, inspecting a system and reasoning why some parts work while others may not. It might take a few rounds of diagnostics before you figure out the best solution to a problem, and then there's always room for further fine tuning. At Esquilabs, our data science fellows all work on capstone projects, and this is the process Patrick followed while working on this project with AutoServe.
All right, thank you so much for that, Caleb. That was really great because, like someone like me, now with your data science process, it will be easier for me to understand what really is what's going on, right? So that's really helpful. And with that, I know that with you, Patrick, can you tell us more about what you and your team discovered during the development of this project?
Um, that's an interesting question, actually. Our team worked on this project for 1 month, more or less. And I can say that we've learned a lot from the project. Most of the data science projects we worked on before during the bootcamp were solo projects. And by solo, I mean we didn't work with with other companies or institutions outside of SQL Labs. I'm not saying solo projects have less impact or that they're easier to accomplish. It's just that there's more pressure when you're working on a project that will be deployed and used by another person or company. It was a different experience than doing a solo project and not doing anything with it. After presenting it to our instructors at the Square Lab. So that's one. Besides this, I also want to say how important data cleaning is when doing data science projects. Data cleaning, I would say, was the thing that gave us headache the most. We had to do a lot of manual cleaning before we were able to start the data modeling part. The data we worked on was already in tabular form. We didn't work with free text, but the data still needed much cleaning as some values weren't standardized enough. If you think that data science project is all about choosing the fanciest machine learning algorithm there is, or about optimizing your data models, well, usually a large chunk of a data science project is actually making sure your data is clean and standardized enough to be really useful. And as the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. Presentation is also important. It's not enough that you have a working data model with excellent results. You must also be able to present it well to your listeners or stakeholders. Having a good data model won't really matter if you can't convey the purpose of your project or explain how it works to other people. It's important that people can relate to your project. In our case, we presented our project not in a typical PowerPoint presentation way. We actually made an animated skit of some sort, or a short comedy sketch of our project, so people can actually enjoy and relate to what we did with the project. I hope we can show that here, our presentation. But there, those are some of the things that I think deserve to be mentioned.
Thank you, Patrick. There's a lot of different informations. I am sure there are more questions that needs to be asked. And going to JM, being the lead in from the auto service side in developing this predictive model, how do you think that implementing this can help AutoServe be innovative?
Thanks, Mel. Well, for starter, software is eating the world, but AI is going to eat software. As the fourth industrial revolution is set, the future is clear. Those businesses that won't utilize AI will soon die. That is why it is the most important weapon in our arsenal. We envision AutoServe AI innovates wherein intelligent machine coexist with human reasoning to augment and enrich user experience while adding value to their lives.
Yes. Thank you, JM. And I couldn't agree more. Eventually, humans will be taking part of this AI, right? And how about you, Kayla? Being the lead of the data science company like Esquelabs, where do you think these technologies could lead to in the future that car owners like myself could be excited about?
Yeah, as JM alluded to, like the world is definitely generating more data than ever before, and vehicles are no exception. We've all heard about self-driving cars, which use cameras for object detection, but something like that sounded like science fiction just a few decades ago, and is now increasingly becoming a reality. What might not get as much attention is the structured information we are now able to collect that everyday things and processes produce. These hidden signals tell stories that are just waiting for the right data scientists to uncover and to use to make predictions. So I think the applications of data science in vehicles are just getting started. So watch this space.
Thank you so much for that interesting take. And I know JM would like to add something. So, with JM, when you finally got hold of this predictive model that Patrick and his team developed, what were you most excited about?
Well, I felt like a 6-year-old boy seeing Jollibee for the first time, if you know what I mean. I'm excited to see how can it help millions of car owners not only in our country and but hopefully around the globe. Likewise, I wanted to discover what's possible when big hearts, inspirational ideas, and innovative technology converge.
Thank you so much, JM. And again, I super agree with that. And that was a very touching message, for all our viewers today that it's going to really help and change the auto service industry. And for Caleb, in many of the data science projects that you've managed and supervised, what is unique about this one?
The team really took a novel approach and included considerations for things like a range of mileage to predict potential maintenance across a window of time. And often projects can be quite academic. And this is particularly refreshing to be able to work on such a project that has this real world connection. And working with JM and the team, we were able to integrate a solution that could really drive value. And I think that is something that the Capstone team working on this really appreciated as well.
Thank you so much, Caleb. And you know what? That would be really such a very interesting project to work with Mark, JM, and Patrick. And I'm sure you guys will really go far. For this question, let me go over to Patrick. So, Patrick, having completed this data science fellowship, would you encourage professionals like yourself to pursue the same track? And why?
I personally did not start as a data science enthusiast. I was in the telecommunications industry before I got into data science. I have my electronics engineering license and I worked as a microwave engineer at Huawei Philippines for 1 year. Now I am working as a data engineer, though my end goal is still to work as a data scientist. In my case, I found data science very interesting because it's a world on its own. You don't need to be a data scientist to be in the data science field. You can be a data analyst if you're not really fond of machine learning algorithms or data modeling. You can be a machine learning engineer if you're into software engineering or DevOps. Basically, there are a lot of data roles in this field. Data science is still in its infancy or maybe adolescence in the Philippines, in our country. So there's still a lot of opportunities waiting for people who want to be in the data science field. You see, the top global companies are what? Google, Tesla, Amazon, right? Apple. They are data-driven companies. Sadly, I think a lot of companies and institutions, especially in our country, still don't take advantage of the data that they have, which is a big waste. So we can benefit a lot from clean data. It is changing our world and will continue to do so indefinitely. So while data science is still fresh, especially in our country, there's no better time than now to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Patrick. And I am sure that there are a lot of young individuals now that are really inspired to change the auto service industry. So, for this question, I'll go to Mark. So, Mark, what's the significance that this machine learning model is developed by a Pinoy data scientist?
For me, this is my personal mission. 4 years ago, I attended a conference of auto repair shop businesses in the US, and I have seen how advanced and how vibrant their industry was. And I thought to myself, I wish I could usher in the same advancement in the way we do business here. And so, for this technology development, it is a big leap towards that direction. And to solidify that progress, we have a patent pending for the methods and system of the predictive maintenance system for vehicles.
Look and know about AutoServe, the more that really I am convinced that right now we really need this in our auto service industry. And with that, we are down to our final question, and this goes to Mark. With all these innovative in vehicle maintenance and servicing, why would a car owner like myself not just go directly to my dealer or other factory appointed service facility? Why choose AutoServe?
That's a great point, Mel. And also an opportunity for us as well to tell our story. So, by all means, if you choose to continue having your car serviced at a dealership, that's wonderful. If your budget permits, I would encourage you, in fact, to do so. But even so, AutoServe can enable every car owner. When you create a car profile with AutoServe, whether you're gonna have it serviced in any of the shops listed there or not, because maybe some are just going to get job quotations to compare it with other providers, that's perfectly okay. Not only it will help you give an idea how much is your maintenance and repair gonna cost you, it will also organize your vehicle information in one place. But more importantly, because of our artificial intelligence built into the platform, it can warn you of potential breakdown that you could point out to your service provider and give you that peace of mind. So if we're able to save you from any of those vehicle ownership headaches, we have accomplished our goal. And by the way, it's absolutely free.
Thank you so much, Mark. And you know what? Hearing this really makes me so excited and be on the edge of my seat because really it's going to change the auto service industry. And I'm sure our fellow viewers couldn't agree more, right? And of course, thank you, JM, Mark, Caleb, and Patrick, who are here today. Thank you, gentlemen, for your driving vision to really change and improve our auto service industry. And for now, may I invite Caleb and Mark as the leaders of their companies to share a final few words to leave our audience. Caleb?
Thanks, Mel. We're particularly proud to help connect aspiring Filipino data scientists with Filipino startups. And I think I can speak for Patrick in saying that we enjoyed this project and the opportunity to play a small part in such a practical project. S4 Labs is about democratizing access to data skills education. And if you want to know more, please do take a look at our website.
All right. So again, on behalf of the team, thank you, Patrick and Caleb. And let me express my appreciation to everyone here for all their hard work to make this event possible. But more importantly, for advancing the welfare of vehicle car owners and auto repair shop businesses with the development of this technology. I hope that we can encourage you to allow us help you make every vehicle on the road safe. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much for everyone here today. And of course, thank you to our sponsors. That's Philippine Startup Week, DOST, DTI, DICT, Kubo, Mr. Dave Del Rosario, Miss Brittany Aguilar, Miss Katerina Chan, and of course, the Asian Institute Management, Dado Banato Incubator, Miss J. Kyung Kang, Mr. Prim Paipon, Miss Rose Benedicto. And of course, together with the Esqualabs team, Miss Angela Chen, Mr. Caleb Tutty, Mr. Arlene Chu, Miss Kyla Gao, and together with the Data Science Fellows, Cohort 6, Mr. Patrick Nugid, Mr. King Kalma, Mr. Justin Padayo, Miss Andre Gabriel, and last but not least, the Product Development Team, Joel Flores, MJ Milo, CK Mirafuente, John Ernest Saraspi, Gerald Zape, and Felix Manlapas. Thank you so much, everyone. And this wouldn't happen with all of these you guys. And truly, we appreciate this. And of course, thankful for AutoServe for being here today and to the panelists and viewers. And again, guys, I am Melissa Tabalincos, your host for today, a digital strategist, and feel free again to reach me on my social media pages. That's HitGirlPH. Again, everyone, thank you and have a good day.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Esqualabs. It's incredibly exciting to be a young person in Southeast Asia today, where the average person is under the age of 30. The region's economies continue to improve, and we see things like lifestyle, mobility, and access to the internet improve across the board. But today, only 25% of young people in Southeast Asia ever graduate from a university. With 6 million jobs redundant by 2020 and more than half of the workforce needing some form of upskilling, how do young people participate in a growing Asia like our parents did before? The one thing we know for sure about the uncertain future is that it will be one filled with technology, data, and machines. At the same time, many employers are struggling to fill job vacancies, especially in high-value jobs requiring technical skills. The existing mismatch between skills and employer needs threatens to become even wider as the fourth industrial revolution transforms businesses and jobs faster than workers can adapt. Escolabs is an edtech startup redesigning skills education to help young people thrive in the future of work. Our solution is an online data upskilling school based in the Philippines that combines the best of online education and active social learning. We're focusing on data skills because the data value chain includes those who can produce complex algorithms like data scientists, but also includes those who, without learning how to code, can perform tasks like data cleaning, processing, and visualization. Our focus on data upskilling gives more workers the access to opportunities in the future of work, as demand for data jobs increased at 29% per year in the Asia-Pacific region. We focus on solving for what is currently wrong with online learning. Complaints that it's too unstructured, not industry relevant, and above all, it's impersonal. So we use live instruction or flipped classroom and combine that with local mentor-led practice, all the while leveraging a learning management platform to track learner analytics and to help us scale. The pandemic has moved digital technologies quickly from a strategic priority to an operational imperative for many companies. And as they prepare for this digital future, Escolabs is upskilling workers and teams so they can meaningfully participate in that future that has already arrived.